Hello, my friends. Hi, opera singers. Hello, vocal teachers. And thank you for watching this video. Today, I'm going to talk about a very controversial topic. It is very important for me to talk about it, and it could actually cause some discussions afterwards. Some of you will agree with me, some of you will not agree with me. But I take the chance, I take the risk, and I want to talk about this topic since a long time. And I saw a video today which actually motivated me to do this video today. So before I start, my name is Sevana Salmasi. I am an opera singer and a professional vocal teacher for opera singers living in Vienna. And I've studied voice, solo singing in the University for Music and Performing Arts in Vienna. I did my master's here. I specialized in lead and oratorio also at the university here in Vienna. Afterwards, I had the chance to go to America and for 2 years, I did a doctorate in voice, in vocal pedagogy at the University in Southern California. So I was also teaching at the university there for 2 years. And then I came back to Vienna to follow my career as an opera singer, to continue my career. But about my education, you can read then later below this video. I will post a link and you can go and look up who I am. Okay, guys, today I'm going to talk about chest voice participation in our whole operatic range, voice range. There is a big difference between the singers from nowadays and the singers from the past. And I'm talking about Renata Tebaldi, I'm talking about Callas, Cossotto, Corelli, Caruso, all these big names, also from the 20s and 30s, the singers who had a quite different way of singing and a very powerful voice. And we often try to copy them, or we will try to find out why their voices were so powerful and so big and so strong compared to the voices today. I'm not saying that the voices today are all weak. No, there are some very good singers today too. But in general, the quality of the voice and the singing way was very, very good back in the 50s, like Renata Tebaldi and all the generation. And from the 80s, 90s on, there was another generation. It was all about head voice. Everybody was talking about head voice, that this is more healthy, that the chest voice must be as less as possible, that it has to be flowy, light, very much in the mask. So in that, after the 80s, this generation changed. The way of singing changed. The voice types changed. Nowadays, the voices are much lighter. Netrebko is singing Turandot, Garancha is singing Eboli or Dalila. And then everything got lighter today. And the way of singing also. So the singers are using a lot of head voice, a lot of smooth head voice, and they're kind of isolating and banning, if possible, the chest voice. Not everybody, but there is a trend like this. So, and I'm saying this now, the biggest crime of our generation is to isolate and to ban the chest voice, not only the bottom part. The bottom part you cannot actually not get away. You have to sing it. In a certain repertoire, you have to go into the chest voice. If you want or not, you have. But banning the chest voice in the middle range and in the high range, that's the crime of nowadays singers. And I'm not talking about the full chest voice bringing into the middle range. I'm talking about the chest voice participation, or the quality bringing and mixing it with the head voice, so that the voice in the middle range and in the high notes are amplified more, are louder, are more present and more controlled and more stronger. I'm talking about mixing the chest voice more into the voice than we did before. And that is what got lost If you hear Tebaldi singing Aida or Adriana Lecouvreur, you will, if you have good ears, you will hear immediately that her middle range is more breasty, yeah? Or like the Bulgarian singer, I forgot her name, the big voice. She sounds very breasty. Even Callas sounds in her coloratura arias very breasty in the middle range. Why? Because back in those times, canta come si parla, where the speaking voice, the chest voice, was very much used in the middle range as well, was common. Even though they were not talking about it, they were always talking about the head voice, but they were doing it. You can hear it. It's impossible to not hear that breasty sound in the middle range they had. And also the tenors and also the baritones. So I think we should bring back the chest voice participation into the middle range. And it's not so, it's not a big deal to do this. And I'm going to bring you some examples only for mezzos and sopranos today to show you the difference in sound when you sing it with chest voice quality or chest voice participation and without, only head voice participation. And listen to this now, this is very important. Scientifically or anatomically, why is chest voice participation is amplifying or doing it louder, your voice, or stronger? The chest voice, if you look at the vocal cords, die Stimmlippen, if you look at the vocal cords while doing chest voice, then you will see that it's very, very good closed vocal cords. They're like this. Only a little passage is open to let the air flow from the tube and then pass by the vocal cords. But very little passage. That means in chest voice, our vocal cords are closed perfectly fine for producing a great sound with less air. So this closure we need also in our middle range. So that's why it feels heavy when you put some chest voice quality into your middle range. If you feel the same sensations from the chest voice in your middle range, I'm going to show it to you. It feels heavier, yes. Why? Because now you have to close your vocal cords for more air. In your middle range, more air wants to pass your vocal cords, right? And in your high range, even more air wants to pass your vocal cords. That's why you want to still keep them close, keep them together, because once you keep them together, you will have great sound with less air, and that's the goal of the singers. That's why everybody is looking for support for appoggio in the body, because if you do appoggio in your body, if you do support in your body, stütze, the vocal cords come together. Yeah, you can do a quick checkup. If you do s or what was the third one? I forgot. But if you do your vocal cords come together like this. So that means when your body supports or is doing an appoggio, your vocal cords come together. And that's why less air passes by and great sound is created. So this means chest voice has a very, very good closure of the vocal cords from nature. If you put some chest voice into your middle range, mix it with your head voice, or in your high range, still mix it, yeah? Then you have a better vocal cord closure, but of course it will be heavier in the sensations, yeah? It will be a heavier voice. But what do you want? Do you want a weak, wobbly voice one day? Or do you want a strong, powerful voice with good closed vocal cords? That's up to you. So let's start with, I have chose something, I'm not singing, I'm a mezzo, but I chose an aria for light sopranos or for higher sopranos, okay? I don't like to call it light because if you have good vocal cords and if you have good participation of chest voice in your voice, even a light voice can be very loud and amplified. So, Devieni non tardar, the aria of Susanna. Oh, I have a very bad piano here, just in case I show you here. This is, haha, my piano is downstairs. That's why I'm using this now for examples, okay? I do the first time I do without participation of chest voice, very light, a lot of head voice, very careful, like all the teachers are saying. Please avoid chest voice, please flowy, 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 flowy. A lot of, yeah, yawning and all this stuff, yeah? You heard for sure. We'll do it, and I'm not a soprano, but I will try my best. Okay. Okay, that was not bad. No, I guess that would kind of be accepted some places. At least in my living room, it's okay. But if you wanna sing in a very big opera house, or if you have another repertoire where you have to be over the orchestra, where to overcome the orchestra with your voice, this type of heady voice will not be enough. And now let's do it a little bit with more chest voice participation in the voice, okay? Okay, that was of course louder, and that was dramatically more, yeah? That's because I'm a mezzo. That's because I'm a dramatic mezzo. That's why it sounds so big and heavy. But if a light voice would do the same thing, would use the chest voice, breasty sound to do the same line, it would be very nice. And you can still do pianissimos. It doesn't matter. You can still do pianissimo while you have a breasty, chesty tone, okay? Because you're just mixing more chest voice into your middle range. You're not doing it all over only chest. You are mixing more chest sound, okay? Another place is this one. That was the head voice thing, yeah? Very pianissimo, very light, very nice. And now we'll do a little bit more chest voice mixture. Did you see? That's more, I would say, more canta come si parla, because you're speaking in your chest voice, right? Your canta come si parla is chest voice. Your speaking voice is chest voice, yeah? So bring that speaking voice and mix it up with your middle voice. So, see, the second one was without the speaking voice or without the chest voice participation. And the first one, yeah, that is with a lot of breast sensations. And don't be afraid of that. It will be a little bit heavier, but it will grab your voice. It will control your voice. Your vocal cords will close. And then you are able to do pianissimo. So I can still go into pianissimo if I want. But I am connected with my breast, with my chest voice. The second one was without, yeah? So you're amplifying your voice, but you can always pull it back for a piano, but you're always connected with your chest voice. So now that was for light sopranos, yeah? And you will sound differently. Don't worry, you don't sound like a mezzo soprano when you do this. You will sound like your big sound, and this is my big sound. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid of using your bigger voice, even in Mozart, yeah? But because you can play with it, you can always give and then take back, and always give and take back. So, oh, I'm still sick. I had corona for 2 weeks and I'm still sick. I'm so sorry. But I still wanted to do this video in order to not forget these things. Okay, second aria I want to show is for dramatic sopranos. It's the big aria of Aida, where she has a lot of low notes. And it's very important how you sing the low notes, yeah? It's also a question of taste, of course. You can sing it either this way or the other way, but the rest of the role will be very interesting without chest voice participation. So let me show it. The aria. I'll do it one time without chest voice participation and the second time with. Okay, I was trying to do it only with head voice and very darkened up. And now we'll do the chest with chest voice participation and canta come si parla manner, okay? Qui rodones vera, che vorrei dirmi, io tremo. Here you need to give some chest note. Oh, se tu vieni a ricarmi a crudele, l'ultimo Dio. That was chest voice participation. I'm just going to do l'ultimo Dio to make it even clearer. First time with chest voice participation. L'ultimo Dio. Okay, and now l'ultimo Dio. That was only head voice and very, very less chest. Very, very. Okay, and now some of you will say, yeah, but there's a decrescendo. Okay, let's do the decrescendo with breast note participation. Where's my note? Yeah, we can still pull it back, but we have that strength in our voice, okay? Where do we have another? Yeah, in the middle. The high range is no problem for the high sopranos. It's always the bottom which causes problems. So in the middle of the aria, there is a place where she says, mai più, no, no, mai più, mai più. Yeah? So you can either do it in your chest voice and waken it up, or you can do only in the head voice and do mai più, no, no, mai più, mai più. Yeah, you can do that too, but that is isolated from the chest voice. That is not canta come si parla. That is a little bit of fake darkened voice and a very pulled down head voice. But if you do mai più, no, no, mai più, then, okay, I'm back, sorry, I was interrupted. So we were at Aida's aria, and I was talking about chest voice and head voice difference. If you isolate the chest voice out of your voice, then you need to find a darkened up head voice. Like this, like a vacuum, I call it, vacuum technique, where you're faking the dramatic voice with a darker sound, and that dark sound is not connected to the chest voice quality. It's not connected to the chest voice sensations or vibrations here that you feel when you do a really chest voice, yeah? Now I have another part from Aida, but this time the mezzo-soprano part. And this is also interesting. While we have a lot of different mezzo-sopranos nowadays, we have, for example, if you look at Dolora Zajec, she was using a lot of chest voice, yeah, or Obrasova. Oh my God, she had a lot of chest voice and a very strong one, and she was using that, and that was wonderful. But you have some also nowadays some Russian mezzo-sopranos, I don't want to say their names, but they are going down with their head voice. Also with the role of Amneris, where you actually need to use your chest voice because you need to still be heard over the orchestra. But still this trend is here that to do it in a very round head voice still. So I'm going to show you a part of Amneris. First time I'm going to do it without the chest voice participation, a second time with, okay? So this is the head voice part, okay? Oh. Silenzio, Aida verso noi s'avanza, figlio di vinti, il suo dolor mi sacro. So this is the way to do it without participation of chest voice, only in the head voice, yeah? Ooh, very dark and very vacuumy. And now we'll do it with chest voice participation. Silenzio, Aida verso noi s'avanza, figlio di vinti, il suo dolore sacro. So I actually didn't use the full chest voice. I mixed it up with my head voice, but I still allowed my chest voice to come in and to mix, okay? Now I could do it also with another place I can show you. Yeah. This part is not so ideal. So this one. Okay. So I'll do the first time. I do it without the breast chest note participation. Ben qual novo fremito la sol gentile. Okay, that was the fake head voice example with a lot of head voice pulled down. And now I'm going to do the same thing with chest voice participation, kind of canto come si parla. E ben qual novo fremito la sal gentile Aida. See, I'm still in my head voice. I'm not going totally into my, but I'm allowing a little bit more chest voice quality, okay? Or here I have the beginning. Qual insolita gioia nel tuo sguardo, di quale nobil fierezza di balena il volto. That was with chest voice participation, okay? And now the same thing without. Qual insolita gioia nel tuo sguardo, di quale nobil fierezza di balena il volto. I cannot even do it. Yeah, so it's a very light and heady voice trying to do, yeah, but the other one is connected with your breast. di quale nobile fierezza di baline volto. And then I jump into my chest voice, yeah? I allowing breast note sensations, chest note sensations in the high note. When you see, I feel a lot of sensations here. Would be without chest note. It's another place. The first time I do without chest voice quality. Okay, that is without chest voice participation. And now the same thing with chest voice. Okay, so it's a little difference probably, but for the singer, it's a big difference because I have the feeling that my voice is controlled and grabbed and has a bass when I'm mixing more chest voice into my sound, and it's quite stronger, and I have the possibility to amplify it, to make it louder if I want. I can put a lot of strength in it, or I can keep it very light. Okay, and the same thing I can do as a soprano, as a mezzo, as a tenor. It doesn't matter. When you put in the sensations of the chest note into your notes in the middle range and in the high range, even for the high C. I always, when I sing the high C, I cannot do it today because I'm still sick, but if I sing a high C, then I still feel chest note sensations ringing with my voice. I still feel. So I never let go from the chest note feeling, from the chest voice feeling. Of course, once you sing higher, the portion of the chest voice will be less because a lot of air is passing by your vocal cords. So you cannot keep them so close together anymore. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, and the last example I'm going to do for today is the Carmen aria, yeah? So I'm a little bit more into my range. When you do the beginning of the habanera, you have... So I'm going to do the first time I do without breast note or chest note participation. I'll do the very nice head one, head voice one, okay? Quand je vous aimerai, ma foi, je ne sais pas, peut-être jamais, peut-être demain, mais pas aujourd'hui, c'est certain. Okay, that was that. Maybe I exaggerate now a little bit, but now we'll do the one where a lot of chest voice participation is in it, okay? Quand je vous aimerai, ma foi, je ne sais pas, peut-être jamais, peut-être demain, mais pas aujourd'hui, c'est certain. Okay, so I try to put it, to integrate my chest voice in it. I can still do pianissimo when I want, yeah? Jamais! Yeah, but I still have the chest voice quality in my jamais, yeah? And that's why I don't need to make a dark fakening sound. Jamais! That would be a head voice without chest voice connection. Jamais! See, It's open, it's light, a light sound, but it's totally connected with my chest voice. Jamais. See? So that is the sound I think the old Italians had. They didn't had a fake and darkened up sound. They had in their dramatic repertoire, they still had a light but canta come si parla sound, like the jamais I just did. Yeah? So I think that is the clue. To connect it and put some breast tone sensations in it and still be canta come si parla and not, yeah, and not yawn, 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 yawn is also a big rhyme. Yeah, if you this a vacuum sound I call it, yeah. Why? Canta come si parla means that you should not look like a vacuum when you sing, yeah, and you should not sound like one. So take use of your chest note sound so you can still be very natural in your face and in your sound. As I said, quand je vous aimerai. Second one, the head voice one, quand je vous aimerai. I don't feel any connections to my chest voice. Ma foi. Here I feel connections. Foi, je. See? What? Je ne sais pas. I have a breasty, full, grabbed chest voice mixture with my head voice. And now I'll do the same thing without the chest voice participation. Ma foi, je ne sais pas. I cannot even do it, yeah? But avoiding the chest voice quality, avoiding the chest voice sensations will make your voice weaker, uncontrolled. It will sound wobbly, and then you have to find a way to still make it sound dramatic, so you put a fake darkness in it because you still want to be in your head voice, but it's low and it's dramatic, so you need to find a way to still sing it. And the way the singers are doing it with the head voice singers, I call them, they have to faken up a dark sound. Okay, I think that's enough. I don't want to to put more info than I just did. I think I told you enough. I think I showed you some examples. Again, a lot of you will not agree with me. That is totally okay for me. I don't push my opinion on everybody. But I think this could be an explanation why there's a difference between us, and I include myself, and the singers from before. The university I went, when I was 17, I entered the university, the first year of my graduate, and nobody talked with me about this topic. Nobody told me that chest voice is important to be integrated into the middle range and high range as well. Everybody was telling me the opposite, to sing a lot of head voice, to only use head voice, and if only needed, if there is no other way, then sing chest voice. So I was trying to avoid the chest voice in every cell in my body, and that actually ruined my voice. And so I entered the university with 17 years with a big, quite good in place, good in shape voice. And when I was in my second and third year, I became suddenly a soprano, a light high soprano. I started with a mezzo, and then I was Susanna. And that's also a big crime, to change a young dramatic voice to a light soprano voice, just because, yeah, I was not able to sing Carmen with 17, of course, on stage, or they thought I could not sing it, but I could. I was able to sing. And then they made me lighter. They banned and isolated my chest voice from my voice. They made me lighter. They made me higher, just to be a healthy singer, because I was 17, 18. And that actually brought me away from my nature. So if there are dramatic singers with dramatic voices with 17, 18, don't make them higher and don't isolate their chest voice in there. Try to find other areas which will not harm them, but don't make their voices smaller, lighter, and more carefuler, and don't isolate the chest voice. This is my opinion. This is my suggestion to teachers and singers who are dealing with this problem with a young voice, with a great big voice, dramatic voice, who's only 17, 18. But don't forget, if somebody has such a voice, he's able to sing already in younger years, dramatic repertoire. The only thing is, don't take away the chest voice participation from these voices. If you take that away, this voice will be ruined and this voice will not be able to sing anything anymore. But of course, with a careful approach with everything, yeah? Careful, careful. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. You don't have to agree with me. I tell you one more time, this is my opinion. This is my, I don't call it theory. For me, it's fact. You can always have a discussion with me. But yeah, thank you so much for your patience and have a wonderful, wonderful day.